Breathe in. Breathe out. Hi guys, how are you doing? So today's topic is something that I wanted to talk about because the first quarter of the year is over, and I'm very sure most of you, when the year started, you came up with a couple of things that you wanted to achieve in the year 2019. And right now, I just want to urge you to go back into your notes and just check if you've achieved the first thing that you're supposed to achieve in the first quarter. So as we start the second quarter of the year, I just want to share with you some of the things that I came up with in the beginning of the year that I thought and I know are going to guide my year. And I call them 6 pillars. The 6 pillars are on my vision board, and I get to see them like every day. Here they are. I think you can see them. Yeah. So my 6 pillars, these are things that I wanted to share with you when the year started, but I could not because I wanted to give myself time to at least experience them, like just go through them, and then when I come here, I talk by giving you guys examples, not just talking and writing. Number 1 is prayer. If you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, whichever religion you're in, I mean, prayer is very, very important. Reason why? There's always power in prayer. The world that I am in right now, you have to involve God in each and everything that you're doing. And this is something I think I've been doing for the longest time in my life, and it has helped me, and I can tell you for real, God is present. And I remember when the year started, I started reading the book of Job, and during that time I was going through so much. That was February. I needed God in my life more than I ever needed him ever, but I really needed God at that particular time. I was reading the book of Job, and it kept on encouraging me the way Job never gave up. I think this is a topic that I can talk about over and over and over. Like in my previous house, there's a corner that I used to have for prayer. I think if there is one corner that knew about what Christine was going through in life, was that particular corner. I used to come from work. The moment I go up the stairs and get into that house and just get into that corner, I used to just cry and cry my heart out and just tell God what I want and all that, you know. Pray and ask God for every single thing that has come to your mind. If God can put it in your head, it means it's supposed to happen, like it's supposed to come to place. So just pray and ask God and tell God, this is what you want, this is what you need, and trust me, God is going to give you, and your prayers are going to be answered just like that. So don't limit our God. So my current favorite verse, we are in April, so yeah, is ask anything in my name and I will do it. That is John chapter 14 verse 14, and it encourages me and it makes me feel like I can get anything that I want so long as I ask it in the name of the Lord. So prayer, you have to pray and pray and pray. Number 2 is hard work. There are a couple of people who say that don't work hard, you need to work smart. I personally think that there is no way you're gonna work smart without working hard, because when you're trying to think of smart ways of doing things, energy is involved and you have to use your brain, you have to study, you're going to read it on books, you're going to do a lot of things, and that involves working hard. So you're still gonna work hard if you want to work smart. So either you can't dodge that. So working hard is something that I try every single day. For example, when I'm looking for new business, I get to pitch to a couple of clients, like many clients. By the end of the day, you can't go and pitch out there when you're just lazing around. You have to do research, you have to come up with a proposal, you have to go through it again, you have to come up with a budget, you have to come up with all these things that will make the client buy into your idea. Because at the end of the day, it's not about you, it's about that particular client. What is it that you're going to take to them? So you have to do much research, and it all comes with hard work. When you want to achieve your dreams, you can't avoid hard work. And then something else is discipline. So discipline is something that I don't know if I was disciplined when I was a kid, but when I look back as a teenager, I used to be very rebellious. I don't think I was disciplined, but somehow in life, growing up and starting to depend on myself and starting to be this adult, I had to learn how to be disciplined. So in self-employment, you can't make it without discipline, because there is no way you're going to get money and get jobs if you're not disciplined. You have to be very disciplined to achieve this. Let me use an example. If you want to be fit and you want six-pack, you have to work out every single day. Nothing good comes easy. Like, you have to put in the work and be disciplined enough to make things happen. Like, if you set goals, let's say in the beginning of the year you came up with a few things that you wanted to achieve. When 2019 comes to an end and you want to look back and just say, I at least I achieved the things that I said I was going to achieve. You have to be disciplined to achieve them. They can't just happen. You can't put it down, write it there, and then just expect it to happen like that. You have to put in some discipline. Yes. Another pillar is commitment. So discipline and commitment, I think, go hand in hand, but I choose to separate them. Commitment is something that someone will really want to do something. There is a way you see something and then you just want it, but it's one thing to want and it's another to get it. So you have to be willing to put the energy and to put the effort in getting that particular thing. For example, myself, I want my abs to be in place. So I believe at the end of the day, I'm going to have my abs. So I have to be committed in doing whatever it takes to make this happen. Another example by the guys, you see, when the year started, where I go for yoga, the class used to be so packed. It starts from 10 to 12. But when you get there like 5 minutes after 10, the place will be so packed. Last weekend when I went for yoga, I met with a friend of mine and then we were just asking ourselves, how come this class is so empty? It's like 10 minutes past 10. The class is not as full as it used to be. And then the chick went like, Christine, you know, as the year goes, people tend to forget about the dreams that they had set in during the beginning of the year. I think it's true, guys. People set these things that they want to do, and then January they are so pumped up, they're going, you know, they're just doing it, they're running around, nini. And then as the year goes, they just keep on dropping and dropping and dropping. So that is something practical that I've seen. Commitment is key if you want to achieve all the goals that you've set. Pillar number 5, patience. You need to trust the process. And the reason why I'm saying this is because there are things that you can't rush. And one thing that I've learned is that sometimes people around you tend to ask you so many questions like, how are you just doing it? And it's not, how much money have you made in the first month? How much money did you make in the second month? And even my salon is best example, because when I started, I paid the rent for that shop for the longest time. And guys were like, so just close it. What's the point of you having it and it's not making money? My dear, in entrepreneurship, you have to be very patient, because if you don't have the patience in you, you cannot make it. If you start listening to everyone just talking to you, telling you this, at some point, you just silence that noise and just focus on your goal. When you set your goals, be patient with yourself. Don't pressure yourself. I've done this workout for 3 months and I still can't see the abs. What's happening to me? Be patient and just trust the process. Same as self-employment. I don't expect to make billions in my first year. No, I don't expect that. So you have to be also realistic with whatever goal you're setting to yourself. So it's not like I'm perfect in all these things, like I'm the one who's achieving them like this. There are days I also feel like I am so tired, I don't want to go for yoga, I don't want to do this. I do feel like this sometimes, but at the end of the day, you look at the bigger picture. My visions are right there. I'm like, Christine, you need to be committed. Christine, you have to be disciplined. Christine, you have to have the patience. So I'm like, I just carry my things and go. Sometimes there are things you do in life you don't want to do, but you have to do them. So patience is very key. Cool, guys. The last pillar, which is my pillar number 6, is faith. Guys, faith move mountains. And I think my kind of faith is the type that can sweep the whole ocean and the ocean become like a desert. I think that's my kind of faith. Yes. I am so used to it. Yani mpaka, I don't know how, if you remove faith from Christine, if I can be complete. Like, I don't know if Christine, you see the way a car can't be complete without an engine and it can't move. So that's the same thing as Christine and faith. So me and faith, we are one. Like we're supposed to be, we are just one. And the reason I'm saying this is because this is something I have used, I have practiced. It's something that I just know my faith is on another level, and there are so many risks that I take just because of the faith. Somehow I always know that it's gonna happen. I've resigned in all my employments, and I always resign without a job. And when I leave that place, I usually know it's gonna be fine. Like I'll get another job, and I go to this no salary, and I always get that job. So what you believe in is what you get. Have faith, mama, because without it, you can't make it in this other side of entrepreneurship. So every day when I'm making decisions, I'm planning this, I'm thinking of, oh God, I need to go for this holiday, but I'm looking at my bank account, I'm like, and then I tell myself, you know what, everything is possible for those who believe in God. So I believe in God, and I know if I want to do something, I will always do it. If I want to go and visit a place, I will always go there. So it's just faith. when I came to self-employment. Those people were very close to me, knew my financial status at that point. But because of the faith that I had that it's gonna work out, somehow it's working out. The God that we serve is the one that you need to trust, and just have faith that is there, is watching over you, and let God be God and let him take control over everything in your life. Just trust him. Start having faith in these small things, and then the bigger things will just come into place. So guys, have faith, and with the 6 pillars, I hope they're gonna help you. I will share with you as time goes, as the year goes, and I hope your second quarter is gonna be bombshell, you know. Make business, achieve your goals, achieve your dreams. Let's all just thrive in building each other. That's it for today, and until next time, I just wanna say thank you.